Hello! Welcome to the First Issue Club. We're your weekly comic book podcast where, just like Sue Storm, we love a good read.
Welcome to Season 2.
We did it.
We're here.
As
FIC the new class.
As comic book writer Scott Aukerman would say, we're breaking off another hundo.
Cracking off another hundo.
That's right. Episode 401. But episode 1 of Season 2. 401 legacy numbering.
Yes.
For you real nerds out
for
there.
For the old heads.
Which, by the way, one of the books we're going to be talking about today is Ghost Spider. Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider #1 by Stephanie Phillips. That book's legacy numbering is at like 70-something at this
76.
point. Which really surprised me for a character that's still feels kind of new to me.
Mm-hmm.
That we're eking closer to triple digits there.
4 more to 80. What do you think they do for it? Legacy number 80 for Ghost Spider.
Gosh.
Does she haunt someone?
It's going to be a huge anniversary issue.
And it'll cost $13.
I bet she's dropped off a bridge.
One of the things that's so nuts to me, nobody calls this character
like Sarah Lee.
And we're pivoting in Season 2 to a baking show. Nobody calls this character Ghost Spider. Everyone calls her Spider-Gwen. It's always been Ghost Spider in the title. And
Yes.
I think in the comics, they might even refer to her when she's in costume as Ghost Spider.
No, in her...
No. First of all,
Here we go. Okay.
Second of all, can we wait to get into that discussion when we get to the book?
Another Vargas tirade on deck.
In her first appearance...
The Rush Limbaugh of First Issue Club.
In her first solo series, it was Spider-Gwen.
Yes.
In the comics, she was Spider-Woman. Because it took place in that alternate... This was before Spider-Verse.
Okay.
So in her own universe, she was Spider-Woman.
Mm-hmm.
This is before Spider-Verse the movie?
This is before Spider-Verse the comic
event.
Okay,
Yeah.
but she was introduced in Edge of Spider-Verse.
Correct.
There's a series that happened in between Edge of Spider-Verse and Spider-Verse?
No.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Got you there, buddy.
Debunked.
Her
Myth busted.
In her first
Adam
appearance...
Savage, please come in.
And this is what people tune in for, folks.
Get ready for a lot of this in Season 2. It's called Stomping on Andy.
We're splitting some hairs.
The wretched, purposeless arguing that you know and love from your local comic shop, brought to you anytime, anywhere, through any listening device.
Specifically by...
Space Camper and their Cosmic IPA family of beers. I am drinking a Space Camper Classic Cosmic IPA out of a very beautiful Boulevard Brewing Company glass, while Vargas sips on a Quantum Hop, a 9.5 heavy, super hoppy, delicious beer. So whether you're looking for something easy breezy, a nice summery IPA, or something a little more heavy duty to get your buzz going, the Space Camper line of beers has you covered. There's fruitier ones, there's hoppier ones, something for every taste. You just gotta get out there to your local liquor store.
And I'm drinking water because I've already had a Space Camper today, and I drink responsibly, and Boulevard wants you to drink responsibly when you enjoy Space Camper IPA. Yum, yum, give me some down in my tum-tum. It's not a beer, it's a journey.
Cheers. Let's take a sip break. Disgusting.
That's what we want. A lot of mouth noises.
Season 2, I'm going to work on my folio stuff. Really get into my folio work.
Foley.
Nope. I'm in the folio business.
Yeah.
Portfolios, you mean.
He's building a portfolio of Foley effects. What didn't you understand?
I'm opening a Kinko's.
I love this. My Foley folio.
Kinko's might be the best name for a sex club and print shop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Kinko's.
Get on all fours.
Can I get 6 copies of Yes, Beg for It, Your Ass?
Oh man,
it's gonna be. Do you think there's anybody who goes to those? You know those Chicago restaurants where they're mean to you?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been to one.
You think anybody goes to those because they like get off on it?
1,000%.
Yeah, right.
Yes, I do.
And people who get off on making fun of people work there.
Sure.
Mhm.
We found a place to get our kink out. And isn't that great?
Right.
If only we were emboldened in this country to speak more freely about our kinks, we'd all be living happier lives.
Well, that's why I order Papa John's, because I like sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, and I like being abused. That's why I order Papa John's.
That's why I like being belittled. I order Papa John's.
I would have my skin grafts between my arms to my hips so I could outlive my dream of becoming a sugar glider.
I don't know that that's a kink, Mike.
That's just a dream.
Gets me off.
That's just kind of like a Dr. Monroe.
Yeah. That much skin
Fantasy.
flap? Aye, aye, aye.
Ay, caramba. Look how far I can glide.
Mhm.
And glide right into my bedroom.
Give me wings and a mirror and I'm set.
Is that what sugar gliders like the reflection? Is that what it is?
It wasn't that.
Oh, never mind.
It wasn't that.
I see where you were going. Never mind. Pivot.
It wasn't that layered of a
Pivot.
take. Yeah.
Pivot.
Okay.
Pivot.
Comic books, folks. We've got a lot of first issues to discuss because, well, last week we did a very special episode 400. If you didn't listen to it and like being sentimental, go back one and listen to us wax poetic about our history as a comic book podcast and how the industry changed over the tenure of our great show. But any comic book news before we get into some of last week's issues and this week's issues?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's hit it.
I want to at least, we got to bring it up.
We covered it more on the Patreon, but yeah.
We went into detail on Patreon. I was going to cover the new Valiant Bloodshot book, but it doesn't feel appropriate.
It sucks butt.
Yeah, given the discourse surrounding the book and the stance that this podcast takes personally and professionally on the issues brought up by the book.
Is it really discourse when it's just calling out bullshit?
No, it's less about the discourse and more about the content of the comic.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, the discourse is just like, when I hear discourse, it's
made
like,
clear by
there's
the discourse.
There's like a back and forth of like, well, maybe it's this, maybe that. This is very clearly coded anti-trans language inside of a Bloodshot comic book.
Look, I don't disagree. I'm trying to be professional.
No, I know you do. No, I know. And I wasn't trying to, make fun of you or belittle what you were saying, but it's just like, at some point we just have to take a stance.
Yeah.
And it's like, if we use certain language of just like, to make it easy for people to wriggle out of a situation or to maybe explain it differently, then they're going to keep doing the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Valiant Comic put out a book that is anti-trans. End of
story.
fact.
Yeah.
Well, so beyond that even, they put out a comic that was grossly anti-trans. Reason enough for us to not cover the book.
Right.
I read it, and there's even more coded dog whistly language than that inside the book. So it feels incredibly inappropriate to do anything other than say, this book is gross.
Yeah.
Probably don't buy it.
Right. And that's all the coverage I want to give that book.
Yeah.
All right. Right on.
So now here's 30 more minutes of me talking about it.
Other than that news, that bulletin, which is more of a podcast news, a housekeeping note, if you will. Peacemaker Season 2 is dropping kind of as we record.
Yeah, a lot of fun industry, like TV movie news. A lot of fun info about DCKO coming out. More info about Batman Deadpool coming out. Just kind of like some standard stuff. We have exited the blockbuster summer season for comic books. It usually starts in April, May, kind of like to ramp up a little bit. We had our One Nation Under Doom thing for Marvel, and DC's was basically the absolute stuff to continue to go on. The all
Summer
in
of Superman.
and Summer of Superman. Now I'm just excited to see where we go in the fall. Like what does fall have for us? And
This is me. This is the sound of a man rubbing his palms together.
Someone else is working on their folio work.
That's right. Add it to your folio.
At Kinko's. I just want to get into comic books because I read some pretty good ones. To be honest.
Yeah, there were some heaters this week.
I specifically want to highlight. Oh,
Can we start with last week?
sure.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do.
Do you want to
let's
review
do-
the episode 400?
10 out of 10.
Comic books in order, because you had a couple more from last week, right?
I did.
I want to get those off the table.
Okay, do that.
First.
I have to go refill my
Do
water,
it.
so I'll be right back.
I love it. Monologue to me, Vargas.
Okay, so the two highlights from last week were Superman Kryptonite Spectrum.
Yeah, easily the biggest book of the week, I think.
For sure. Lived up to the hype.
Yeah.
It's by the Ice Cream Man team.
Martin Morazzo.
And W. Maxwell Prince.
Yep.
It's basically a Superman Batman laboratory book where Superman finds like 4 more colors of kryptonite that have heretofore been unknown.
And this is one of my favorite things about Superman lore is how goofy the kryptonite stuff is. It is just like this holdover from Golden Age comics where things were a little more silly, and it's like the red one makes me crazy, and the gold one gives anyone else Superman's powers. Like
Purple makes me good at math.
really fun.
Well, and what better team to give that concept to
than a Twilight's Zone sort of storytellers. Yeah.
So this particular issue number 1, focuses on
First issue club.
Yes, focuses on Superman getting exposed to, and the setup is that Batman is going to help expose Superman in a semi-controlled scientific way, so that they can see what happens.
They see what
happens.
Yeah, fun.
So issue 1 is it's like a purple kryptonite, and it gives Superman, well, it messes with his perception of time.
Robitussin kryptonite.
Yeah, like he's Prince.
It's Tom. Yeah, he becomes the superhero formerly known as Superman.
I'm the Kryptonian formerly known as Kal-El.
He falls in love with Apollonia. I must find my Apollonia.
He's from Wisconsin.
Minnesota,
whatever.
Loves a good
whatever.
Yeah, come on.
Prince is a man of 10,000 lakes.
Jesus Christ.
And he's had sex on every one of them.
So the purple kryptonite messes with Superman's perception of time. So
and social constructs.
So the whole book is,
what do you mean I have to tip?
Sort of told out of order.
Oh god, is there purple kryptonite in here?
Jesus Christ.
He's like 15% is normal, Lois.
I picked it up. Carry out.
You left, and Mike D goes monologue, and then proceeded to interrupt me every 5 fucking seconds.
Why do I have to tip the Planet Sub guy? I'm here. I came to them.
Yeah, the purple kryptonite turns Superman into Jerry Seinfeld.
Into a real boomer. What's the deal with Lex Luthor?
All right, do you have any other pitches for fun other colors of kryptonite and what they do?
Yeah, the
clear kryptonite gives him 20/20 vision.
I love it. I would
clear eyes.
I would say green kryptonite makes him greedy, but green kryptonite is the base kryptonite.
Yeah, it kills him.
Yeah. It does the killing thing.
How about money? Money makes him greedy.
Money kryptonite?
Just money. Just money in general. It corrupts anything.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's a comic I want to read.
Yeah. Just
money corrupts Clark.
1% Superman.
Mm-hmm. Kent
we already have 99% Superman with Jason Aaron's absolute.
True.
Andy, I'm so sorry.
I think we got it.
And then I read Predator Kills the Marvel Universe.
Yes, I want to know how that was.
It is absolutely incredible. No, you don't know. You can find it.
Okay. Did you read it?
Interrupt me.
No, but I was zipping my lip because I was just like, I want to be nice and I don't want to interrupt Andy while he talks.
You're gonna interrupt me.
But here's the thing.
Andy gets every other one where we.
Andy, here's the problem though. You are a master at setting us up. Like you.
Yeah, I know.
You are like the pitch god. Yeah, like you loft so many softballs.
It's because I get super excited about the comic books.
It's like Barry Bonds in like the Little League World Series. It's like, of course I'm going to home run these things.
You're too earnest.
Yes.
And we pounce on you.
Yeah, it's exactly the problem.
But we will protect you at all costs. You're
our
like
treasure.
Yeah.
So it picks up from the end of Spider-Man where, I guess, kind of spoiler alert, Kraven has joined the Predators.
Classic.
And has given them basically a list of the biggest hunts on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So the predators are going after all the heroes.
Okay, yeah.
So the predators have like taken on the Kraven as like one of their clan.
Yeah, Kraven is a predator.
Out of respect.
Yes, because Kraven killed the crazy predator, the serial killer predator in Predator versus Spider-Man.
Dexter.
Kind of. He's like an insane predator that's just killing to kill instead of killing for honor.
Dexter?
Well, that's the predator name.
Predexter?
Predexter.
Predexter.
Hey, write that down. So the
Dexter season 10 Predator.
So the issue number 1 is Kraven and the other team of predators on the moon hunting and killing the Fantastic Four before they invade Earth. And it slaps. It fucking rules.
I'm fully convinced now that there is a dartboard at Marvel.
Yeah.
And it's like, one is location, one is the group they're going to fight,
Mm-hmm.
and another is like, I don't know, fun kryptonite colors. It's just like, okay, Moon and Fantastic Four, and like CB's just like, okay.
Well, they're on
Sure.
the blue area of the moon, where the Watcher used to live.
Again. Okay.
This guy.
And they're always like, okay, underwater, Namor. Damn it!
Son of a bitch.
We got it again.
God.
I was hoping for volcano this time.
Underwater volcano.
New continent. Next comic book. Are we up to this week?
Those are 2 big ones from last week.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into this week's comics.
Escape from Rick Remender.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
It is essentially a World War II stories
So sick.
with anthropomorphic animals. Now, you may be wondering, do we need a World War II story right now? And why anthropomorphic? Well, let me tell you why. One, because we can't learn our fucking history, folks, and we need to be reminded every goddamn day, apparently.
Boy, those first 2 pages really hit home.
Just really rattle around in
Yeah.
your soul.
Yeah, totally.
And 2, Rick Remender gave this great thing back in the letters page of just like, he was told or kind of like shown that if humans want to sympathize with a story more or kind of like connect with something, make it animals, because humans have more sympathy for animal drama and pain than they do a human story.
Tom King had the same sort of thesis statement when he did Animal Pound.
Yeah, Animal Pound, like you connect with it, like Animal Pound, Feral, something beneath the trees, like it's these anthropomorphized stories that we are connecting with more, but then when you ruminate on them, you're just like, oh, wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, this is hitting way harder now because I'm the bear. I'm the bear.
Oh my God, I'm the bear.
So anyway, to get back to Escape,
We feel no empathy for humans. That's the
we really don't at this
yeah.
point, and it cannot be more evident. But in Escape, it is a gritty, visceral World War II story of these presumed American-esque dogs bombing a axis of evil mega gun, getting shot down behind enemy lines, and now it's a story of a dog behind enemy lines trying to make it back. Or actually, I guess he's trying to make it to his friend that he threw off the plane with a parachute, and to maybe destroy the gun that they didn't destroy in the beginning.
during the bombing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the gun is hidden within a pedestrian civilian zone.
Yeah.
So they unfortunately killed a lot of civilians
Mhm.
in doing this. There's so much good empathy building for, like you mentioned, the first couple pages. You're like, holy hell.
Yeah.
The dialogue about how much do we hate a group of people
The other.
based on their leaders,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and how many of them were thrust into this position or became disillusioned because of the poor circumstances they were put in.
Mhm.
Like, and now they see us as the villain because we're perpetrating these horrendous acts.
Mhm.
And it's like, at the end of the day,
Well, they said something about
we're
like
all people, but
it only takes a small 27%
yeah.
of brutes to make the other 80-some% milk drinkers like
Yeah.
fall in line.
Yeah.
And I mean, to Andy, to your point, like it kind of rings hauntingly clear
So terrifying.
to the world that we're living in now. Just like, I mean, we see it around us all all day, and it's just like, is anyone noticing that the Emperor does not have clothes on?
Yeah.
Please, folks, I cannot be the only one that sees that he's naked.
And I will say, without that piece of it, it's a pulse-pounding action sequence.
Dude,
It's incredible.
It is like the best scene from a war movie.
it reminded me straight up of like The Great Escape or like Dirty Dozen and all those
Band of Brothers.
Bridge Too Far, like all those classic
1942? 1941?
like 242, the Steven Spielberg comedy or the George Lucas comedy.
No. What was the one that came out recently? That Steven Spielberg, or not? Was it Steven Spielberg? It was like a. Forget it.
Yeah, what was that?
Oh my god.
It was Steven
All
Spielberg.
Quiet on the
did
Western
it?
Front. How about that one?
Sure, that was World War One, but yeah,
Oh god. The Birdcage with Robin Williams.
yeah,
Is that the same?
That's the one.
I can't wait to see Bridge over the River, Kauai.
Jesus Christ!
We're gonna keep that in.
You made
It's
a
a new
joke.
cute version.
You made
Yeah.
a joke about a movie from the 60s being remade as cute anime characters.
Yeah.
Is that the bit?
Yeah,
Okay, I like it.
I think it could work.
thank you.
Bridge over the river Kauai.
Kawaii.
Yatta!
Thank you, senpai.
But yeah, the beginning of our conversation sounded like escape is eating your vegetables to some extent, and it is not really that. It is like,
But it is medicine wrapped in cheese.
yes, exactly right.
And
That's a good way to put it.
And for reasons of, Rick Remender had to use anthropomorphic animals to make it hit home a little harder because apparently history class is boring to people.
Yeah.
But it is, reading this, it is wild that's just like, these scenarios that happened in this book are not far-fetched.
No.
These are actual plane trips that were taken.
Yeah.
That, like, people lived through and, like, described and, like...
I heard the comic was almost called Real Plane Trips. Real plane trips of the 20th century.
Real plane trips.
with dogs.
Bark, bark.
But dogs.
Airbud, World War II.
Airbud. Why did he name it Airbud?
Yeah.
Man, it could have been called Airbud.
Holy shit.
Remender, call us.
Yeah.
All right, next comic.
This book fucking ruled, though.
It was
really
good.
good. Please go
my,
check it out.
My first note on Escape, my first bullet point, holy hell.
Super good.
It was great.
The part where the gunner cat is like still shooting but blown in half.
Dude.
Fucking nuts.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah. One more note. How do we feel the bad guys are all bats? When
Are
the allied team was like a dog and a cat and a bear and like varied kinds of animals.
I'm fine with it.
Is there something there? Am I reading too much into it?
No, couldn't possibly be.
Just another smear campaign against bats.
Against bats.
I mean, we always forget about all the mosquitoes they
Yeah.
eat and the
I had a
good they
friend who's
do.
He's a bat. He's a grapefruit bat. Loved it. Very healthy.
Bats for Trump.
They are the like fox style bats,
They're the foxes of the sky.
which are very cute.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they're the characters, as even though they're like the kind of axis of evil characters, they are cute.
Yeah. They make it alluring. I mean, I might. How can something that cute be that bad?
I like their cute fascist jackets.
I think that's what. I think that's why boomers like Trump so much. They're like, he's so cute. How can he be so bad?
He's not cute.
No, he's not. He looks like a burrito that's been left on the sun.
What's next?
Let's do Black Cat. It's next on your
Black
stack.
Cat. Black Cat. This book was so fun.
It was by G. Willow Wilson,
Ever heard of her?
Gleb Melnikov.
Ever heard of him?
This book is fun and light.
Yeah.
And, G. Willow Wilson is one of those creators that does it both, where you can have this like fun, breezy read or something really heady and heavy. And you never really know what you're going to get with one of her comics until you crack it open. But I feel like the tone of it matched the art style well. We got like some fun hijinks that are narrated from Felicia, who is the Black Cat, right to the reader. Peter's a bit distanced from her. Felicia has an epiphany that things were better when superheroes like Spider-Man were more involved with keeping crime off the street. Right now, Peter is a bit despondent because of the issues of Amazing Spider-Man that are happening right now. And so she makes a temporary turn to full-on good guy. And she's got Sandman and Tombstone on her back in the interim. That's kind of the setup of this.
I loved this page, and for those of you watching, where she like strikes the Captain America pose,
Mm-hmm.
and she decides to be a hero.
Yeah. Hands on the hips,
Like so
Face-
much fun.
face off to the side. Yeah.
And I think you're right. The art is like hits the perfect sweet spot between JRJR and Humberto Ramos.
Yeah, it's like kind of
It's
cartoony and cute.
Right there, but
Yeah.
it's still realistic enough.
But it's still feels like comic booky. It's
Yeah.
not like a kid's comic.
Kind of kawaii.
You could call it kawaii.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andy.
Uh-huh.
There's more to me than cheesecake.
Oh, can I say this Mortal Thor cover preview in this on the digital page?
For issue 2.
I was stoked on. I need that cover.
Yeah.
Oh, like the blood-soaked hammer?
He's just got a normal man's hammer because he's the Mortal Thor.
Yeah.
I love that. That looks iconic to me. Every once in a while, you see a cover
I, too,
and you're
knew a
like,
carpenter.
that one stands out as
who
one of
was
the
here
ones.
for vengeance.
Never heard of him.
So I'll have to make sure I get a copy of that. But
His name was Jesus Thor.
if you're looking for another like Poison Ivy from G. Willow Wilson,
Yeah.
this is not that.
Yeah.
It's a little more on the like fun, lighthearted side.
Yeah. But it was nice to read a book that wasn't like super steeped in what's going on in the universe.
Yeah.
Felt a little bit lighter.
We had more
and-
goofball
yeah.
Marvel Universe characters, like Frogman is in it,
Yeah.
Night
Oh,
Nurse
hell yeah.
is in
Night
it.
Nurse is like a main. I hope she keeps showing up as like a main character because
Yeah.
I think that would be.
Working on my night nurse.
Okay.
It made me want a Night Nurse series.
We need a verse.
Do we? Okay, here's the thing. Over under, you go to a curator at a con, and they're like doing commissions, and they're like, okay, who do you want? You go, Night Nurse. They go, what?
They just draw a
like,
nurse.
They go, come on, you can't be. Like, yep, I'm a huge Night Nurse fan. Possibly the biggest.
Possibly the only.
Possibly. It's him and Steve. Wait, who's Wonder Woman's boyfriend?
Steve Trevor.
Steve Trevor. Those are my two stands.
There is more of a fervor for Night Nurse than you would think. I've talked about this in the podcast forever ago.
Yeah, you're a part of some subreddits.
I bought a really nice raw copy of Night Nurse #1 for like $200. Had it graded,
Uh-huh.
and it came back at a grade that was selling online for $1,400.
What the fuck?
So that comic, in her first appearance in a high grade, is a very sought after, or like kind of rare niche collector's item.
Shows what we know.
Yeah. You know what? And it should be. Good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, the doctor was a woman, Mike.
Go on. The doctor was his mom.
Shows what you know. Look how small-minded he was.
After 20 years of trying to solve that riddle,
I
the doctor
read
was the woman the whole time.
Eat Your Young out on Mad Cave by Brian Buccellato and Mattia Monaco.
Yes.
This is a story about some immortals called the Centurions. They have the head leader, or like the alpha of the group, and as long as he is alive, his clan or his brood can also be immortal. This particular,
What about the Sigma of the group?
he's always in the
You're
corner.
looking at him, baby.
Oh, good God.
Vargas drawn into the comic.
Yeah.
The ultimate Sigma.
This particular alpha is like the father
Uh-huh.
figure of this, like he's like had like 30 kids.
Okay, go
They've
off,
been-
daddy.
and he's been alive for 2,000 years.
Mhm.
And he is deciding, I've done it the longest of my lineage. I've been the alpha for longer than anyone. It's like, I'm going to step down. Because in order to no longer be the alpha, one of your family members has to kill you and drink your heart blood.
And then your clan can still stay immortal that
And-
way.
Well,
Well, they
and
just
nope.
you die, you turn mortal. You drink the heart blood. Everybody becomes immortal again.
you do not know
Huh?
how crazy close you are.
Right?
So let's say
I'm turned around.
your son kills the alpha.
Okay, my son Jimmy
Kills the alpha, you.
kills me.
And drinks your heart blood.
Okay.
Jimmy is now immortal.
Okay.
However, the rest of your family member and clan is now mortal.
Okay.
Oh,
because now
no.
I've died.
Okay.
And Jimmy, my son,
is
can re-immortalize them
immortal.
should he choose.
No, he cannot.
Oh, I was wrong.
He starts his own
Got it.
line of
This is my own clan of immortals.
yes, and so it is revealed to us that within his 2,000-year reign as immortal, he's had to kill many of his children who have tried to
Sure.
take his heart blood to no avail. But this time he's stepping down and naming a predecessor. So he's going to allow the person he names to kill him and drink his heart blood. So there's like family drama now. There's like some Game of Thrones stuff happening.
This hasn't happened yet.
No, this
is a Succession story.
This first issue was all of him.
It's totally Succession with vampires.
It's kind of like Royal Tannenbaums meets Battle Royale. Like, it's pretty sick so far.
Why did you have to say it? Because now
You're gonna want to read it.
Yeah.
So the first issue is basically explaining all of the lore, which kudos to this writing team. I almost like crossed my eyes.
You're a real lore hound.
At all the
Yeah.
I'm a real
It doesn't sound like a book you would like.
That is very true, Andy. Because
It sounds like there's a lot of words.
this is the kind of story that can get lost in a lot of convolution.
Yeah.
But it managed to keep it on the rails enough where I was able to take my caveman brain and still be entertained.
Bunga bunga, read the book.
Get to fighting. But it was a really fun story. I'm excited to see where it goes. The hook at the end was his youngest brood member, like his little tiny girl, was like shot at school, and like so he. And like you can tell he like kind of just like loves this one the most because it's like the newest and little tiniest one, and he goes just like full berserker mode. So like from here on, it's gonna be figuring out which family member tried to kill the little girl, and
the little girl is immortal.
Still because they have until midnight until like the
switch over happens.
Yes.
So the son has drank the blood already in this comic. That has not occurred.
Nothing has happened like that yet.
Okay.
The shooting of the girl was the setup to get this man out of the home by rival family members that are luring him out to shoot him
and drink the blood.
Right. It's all a big...
They want to be clan... Alphas. Okay. Someone could also be incentivized to kill the son so they can stay immortal as a clan.
There are many sons. He has 30 kids.
Here comes the sons.
What happens if I, Vargas, kill the man and drink it? Because I am not immortal yet.
It has to be a member of your...
You gotta have the genes.
An immortal has to kill another immortal.
You gotta have the genes. Just like the fucking 1%, am I right?
Just like Sydney
Gotta
Sweeney.
be born into it.
These genes.
How about them jeans?
Pure blue jeans.
The biggest fallout from the Sydney Sweeney thing that no one's really talking about? Registered Republican.
Yeah.
Who saw that coming?
You know.
That should be the bigger fallout than, than it's in the genes. You know what I mean?
You can't read too much into how you register, because sometimes you have to register.
What?
Anyway, there's...
Sydney Sweeney apologist Vargas.
Yeah, wow.
No, it just...
Listen, I really think big corporations should be people.
I'm Team Glenn Powell.
You're anti-Luigi.
Like he was the opposite of Sydney Sweeney. I read Kill or Be Killed. It's a magazine-sized book on AWA. I don't know if I've ever seen a magazine-sized book from them before.
Not to be confused with the Kill or Be Killed from Image Comics by Ed Brubaker.
That's right. Different thing.
Same title.
This book is positioned as a Future of Fear one-shot. So my assumption is that AWA is going to do a series of like tech sci-fi future-based horror stuff.
Sure. Black Mirror, if you will.
Yeah, very Black Mirror.
Here's what we got coming out for the Future of Fear. Spiders in your dreams.
The spiders are robots.
They're also your mom naked.
It is while from a comic publisher, it is not a comic per se. It's more of a novella. And it's accented by illustrations that are kind of like snapshots of the social media platform that is at like the crux of this book.
Sure.
I think you guys
Sounds like a mean trick to get me to read a book.
Yeah.
I think you guys would be intrigued by the concept of this,
The lack of pictures.
which is
You're losing us. Go on.
so.
There's chapters, the table of contents. Wait a minute, this is a book.
Here's an example of the things that are happening. So this phenomenon is happening to several people, where a person gets instructed to kill his neighbor within the next 5 minutes, or his wife will die. It's like
Does he love his wife?
kill somebody, or so and so you're closer to will die because of this, and that person gets sent like voice messages of that loved one, like pleading for help, saying like they have me, they're saying they're gonna kill me, blah blah blah, and
Just kill Tom, he sucks.
we find out that the voice recordings that people are being sent are AI.
Of course they are.
And not only are the voice recordings fake, but we're also finding that people are being hired to follow through on this if the people don't actually kill the neighbor. You don't kill the neighbor, the murder of your wife is then outsourced to someone else.
Sure.
Who's taking care of this. And how are they being manipulated? Maybe in the same way.
Sure.
Right? So we're left at this.
ChatGPT killer.
Our hero is kind of like someone who is a victim of this, and they're finding the other victims of this and trying to put together the common threads. They used to work for the social media company that this platform is occurring on, right? And so they've got an inside connection to people who work there. We're trying to figure out is a person behind this using AI? Is an AI actually behind this? Is it someone at the tech giant with ulterior motives? A lot of potential theories going on early in like the first couple chapters of it, while our main character is kind of gathering evidence. So fun read if you like Black Mirror type stuff.
Sounds like a detective story.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
it's a fun one.
I'm intrigued,
Not a comic book,
but it's a book.
novella. That's right. I've been reading. I just got the Taschen Comics Weird Science collection
So
of like the first like 10 to 12 issues of that series, which is like kind of the OG Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
And I've been so into the nostalgia of that lately, and just like the history of EC Comics and how that came to be, that stuff like this is really hitting for me right now.
Nice.
So I'm in a particular mode to appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Then you probably also really enjoyed.
Event Horizon Dark Descent.
You said you read it, right?
I did.
I want to hear what you thought about it. Because
Vargas didn't read it.
no, I just feel,
Let me say this. I was kind of like, this is based on the movie. It is something that I kind of like expected. Hey, you've got the context for the movie. We can jump right into all the crazy Event Horizon type shit. But the comic itself is mostly setup, so it feels a little bit slow to me. The situation at hand, as I understand it, is this is more or less a prequel to Event Horizon.
That is correct.
That right? Okay, so at the beginning of the movie Event Horizon,
Pre-Event Horizon.
they discover a spaceship that is gone, that disappeared for 7 years. It went off the radar, and it was traveling into the Event Horizon to move through space really quickly, but instead it goes to like a hell dimension.
Yeah.
And comes back with some demons on board.
the test they were doing is that gravity engine that's supposed to fold space in half and allow you to go from point A to point B without traveling the entire line through. So in the movie, this ship disappears for 7 years and suddenly starts beaconing. They travel to the ship.
That's where the movie starts.
That's where the movie starts. This is what happened
with that crew going on that maiden voyage.
Exactly. Yes. So I'm a huge Event Horizon fan, and I thought this was going to be a sequel. So it was a huge pleasant surprise to see that we're going to get the backstory of the crew, that we get those snippets of, what happened to them in this. Did they go to hell? Is it another dimension? Is it a whatever? But then to also see sort of what drove each character, like getting to know them as characters and seeing what it almost felt like a Hellraiser kind of thing, where like the sins of each character are gonna like come back and haunt them.
It's told in a way that is like, everyone on this ship understands, given the technology of the time, that it is a bit of a suicide mission. That one guy has terminal cancer, another person just lost their twin, another person is trying to escape from an abuser, someone else is like has just like committed murder, right? Manslaughter. So everybody kind of has a reason to escape,
leave Earth,
leave their world behind, and kind of just like see it out. Anything's better than the world I left behind for them. So you do have an interesting cast of depressed characters kind of trying to find their way and maybe find some camaraderie or extreme conflict because of their circumstances. But we also see some machinations of what may have driven this to happen in the first place. Which, to my knowledge, was never really a part of the Event Horizon storyline. That something ethereal had guided one of the scientists to seek out this hell dimension.
Dr. Grant. Dr. Grant's character. The main scientist guy from Event Horizon, you get in this comic some backstory that the death of his wife, which does play a major role in the movie.
Okay. It's been so long since,
But you get the idea that the death of his wife somehow attuned him to this
hell dimension.
Via the void that she left in his life and his grief. Which allowed that hell dimension, or an entity from the hell dimension, to communicate with him and help him finish that drive, the gravity drive, which will eventually drive the ship through the hell dimension. Crazy. What a great idea.
I mean, when my dad died, my mom got really into watercoloring.
Some people build gravity drives, some people
build
watercolor.
Gravity drives. Whatever helps you cope and get through the pain. And my mom will be the first to tell you that my brother and I sent her into a hell dimension all through high school. So, I mean, some similarities.
I loved the idea that your grief opens a little portal into...
Well, I mean, it does.
A dimension. Yeah, exactly.
It does. But, I mean, and then this is like just an extreme example of that. But grief is a motherfucker. And sometimes it does feel like you're going through a hell dimension. That's it. Sorry.
Especially when you get the context that, like, the gravity drive pulled him away from his wife, which ultimately caused her to kill herself.
Right? Yes, like, that's right.
You get that sense that not only was the thing that he was working on caused her death, but then her death caused him to work on the thing
even more.
Like it was a self-fulfilling prophecy kind of thing.
Right.
A lot of cool stuff going on here, and it's not unexpected coming from Christian Ward.
Yeah, I mean, we love Christian Ward.
Yeah.
Big fans on First Issue Club here. If you're not familiar with Event Horizon, I think the first issue is a little slow.
Yeah.
If you are a fan of Event Horizon, you are like, I can't wait for issue 2 because I'm gonna see what's on the other side.
Yes.
Like, really fun.
Yeah. And for anybody who, I guess, hasn't seen the movie, it is kind of a slow burn
Mhm.
movie. I mean, it goes to some really weird places at the end, but ultimately it's a haunted house movie on a spaceship.
Yeah.
And it
Sold.
fucking rips.
Yep. Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Is this our last book?
I'm done.
This is our last book.
All right. Last book of the week is the all-new Spider-Gwen. Subtitle, Ghost Spider.
So in her first appearance,
Yeah, okay, we're back. Full circle.
she shows up as her first title series was called Spider-Gwen.
Yes.
She in the series is called Spider-Woman. I think when she switched to the 616, she adopted Ghost Spider
Okay.
as
Because
her
there was
moniker.
too many spider women.
Because there's a couple of Spider-Women.
Okay. Got it. There was a series called Spider-Women that was like
Yes.
Kind of like Little Women, but in the
women
616.
plural. Yeah.
Yes.
Not woman.
They were all wearing
woman.
like prairie dresses and frolicking in prairie.
And I think that
grass.
Spider-Women series was the one where she loses her powers. So little known fact, I think, too,
I
about
think you're right.
Spider-Gwen that plays hugely into this comic is that
she plays the drums.
like 6-7 years ago, Spider-Gwen lost her powers and has since been had her powers replicated by having a symbiote,
Yeah, she's been
much
Venom.
like Venom.
She's been functionally Venom for like the most
The
most
majority,
of her existence.
the majority of her existence as
Yeah.
a hero. That's right.
Yeah. Because it was issue 24 of her first series.
Yeah.
Where she turned into Venom.
All right. I love it.
So
And-
for
and
a
we're on
while,
issue
she was
76.
just
That's the only reason I bring it up.
Yeah.
for a while she was just Gwen Stacy.
Well, I mean, so was Peter Parker.
But like with no, but like just no powers. Just like
Well, she
I
was,
have to get a job at Starbucks now.
Oh, yeah, but she had a symbiote.
But before that, like you
Yeah.
said that she. So there was
Are you
there was a moment in time where
litigating the fact that this character has an origin story?
what?
No, what he's saying is there was a moment in time between her being Spider-Woman,
Spider-Woman and Ghost Spider
with Peter Parker
when
powers.
she was just regular old Gwen Stacy.
I
Catching
think
up
that,
on Friends reruns.
no, I think the swap was pretty instantaneous.
It was.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
doesn't know that.
That's why I
Okay.
was asking these questions.
Got it.
You're making me feel stupid for asking questions because I'm a fiend for knowledge.
Got it. I thought you were
I'm a
just,
junkie,
I
and data and stats are my drug.
I thought you were bringing up the fact that Gwen was born as a baby, lived to the age of 18
Hot.
without having spider powers. And I was like, well, yeah.
Well, okay, first of all,
I also
first
thought that.
point of order, egregious. She should come out with Venom powers, right? We can all agree there.
Another fan favorite, Stephanie Phillips,
Yes.
is writing this issue, and it comes off the heels of the last Spider-Gwen series, wherein she gets her hands on a cosmic cube, which she uses to help bring herself into the 616 permanently, along with her universe's Captain Stacy, her own father, so now the 616 proper has a Gwen Stacy, a permanent Gwen Stacy, and a permanent Captain Stacy back in canon.
And what's really interesting, if you really want to get nerdy about it, which
Yeah.
I do definitely.
Sure, that we're in a comic book podcast.
Yeah.
There's
Peter Parker's gonna fall in love.
there are two.
That's crazy. That kind of. Well, I guess she's younger.
There are two Gwen Stacys floating around the MCU right now.
The
The Marvel Universe.
clone Gwen Stacy.
The clone Gwen Stacy from Gwenpool
Gwenpool.
and this Gwen Stacy.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird to me.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Gwenpool is a Gwen Stacy clone.
Gwenpool is not a Gwen Stacy clone.
Okay.
Gwenpool is from our universe, outside of comic books.
Yes.
And she was transported into a comic. But inside,
she's a mutant, and her mutant power is like
Is being Gwen Stacy.
kind of like have like fourth wall breaking.
Yeah, she can break the fourth wall. But inside that comic, she is fighting right now a clone of Gwen Stacy.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And also,
Who is the OG clone Gwen Stacy that had like a brief dalliance with Peter Parker?
Is she the original
I
clone?
think she's the original. I think she's supposed to be the original clone.
Okay.
Wow, comic books so straightforward.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there are two of Peter Parker's dead girlfriend floating around in 616.
Not
right
easy
now.
to be Peter Parker.
No wonder he's so fucking stressed.
Yeah.
First of all, some dude named Paul is giving it to MJ.
That's true. We love Paul here on the podcast.
I know.
It's done.
I know.
All right.
Breaking news: Paul didn't last. Shocker.
What?
Sorry to all the Pauls out there.
Man,
You had your chance.
I was
Tiger.
really hoping for my Dan Slott 12-issue Paul miniseries.
It's Paul.
Oh, Paul.
Paul eats a sandwich. Written by Jonathan Hickman.
He charts out the sandwich. Anyway.
Okay. I think what might be so Gwen is back to kind of her status quo,
Yes.
right? That's like she can finally relax because she has real spider powers now
Yes.
and has her dad back.
Yes.
She can finally focus on being herself again,
She's
which
got
is
it
like
all.
finding,
She's got it all.
starting her band,
Which was so much fun.
finding friends,
This is her Sex in the City moment.
finding romance. In the last Spider-Gwen series, she started up a tryst with the Black Tarantula's son.
Mm-hmm.
And that romance is still budding in the beginning of this series, and she's got more time to focus on it here. So just like fun lifestyle stuff that we haven't seen from Gwen in a minute. But that gets intruded on by a kind of serial murdering symbiote type that has attached itself to a rough and tumble guy from the neighborhood, and unfortunately kills one of her new band members and goes after some other random person on the street. Now, part of me wonders, and I wonder if you've had the same kind of assumption, that is this Gwen's symbiote that she no longer needs, that is feeling a little heartbroken
That was my,
after losing Gwen,
kind of a notice me,
much like
kind of thing.
much like Venom and Peter Parker.
Yeah. That was kind of my first thought.
Yeah.
Yep.
Coming after people she comes in contact with.
Yeah, I'm doing much better without you anyway,
The-
Gwen. So it's whatever.
The only thing I thought was weird is who was the woman?
The lady in the subway, I
It was
don't
just a
know.
random person, right?
It seemed like a random person.
Yeah.
Caught
Yeah.
a body.
So I had that same thought.
Yeah.
I liked the it felt very Spider-Man to me to have the sort of juxtaposition between like a slice of life book with now she has to fight a serial killer.
Yeah.
I thought that
Right.
was very cool.
Yeah.
Like it felt neat.
Yes.
I also really liked watching her like start a band and get excited about being in a band
Yep.
again. That was very fun and cool.
Oh, one thing we didn't mention, Cindy Moon, bass player.
That's right.
Whoa, that
So-
rips.
Yeah.
Silk is the bass
And
player.
now that the guitarist is killed,
The only other band member.
there's usually a bass player and a drummer, but
Hey, if the White
Who's
Stripes
it?
can do it,
who's another cool Spider character
Spider-Punk,
that we can get on guitar? I mean, Spider-Punk's not in 616 currently, but I guess he could be.
you can travel.
Hobie's in the 616. He might not be Spider-Punk, but right? How fun would that be?
Yeah, I guess so.
What about Madam Web
Iron Fist plays guitar,
on
right?
guitar
Guitar.
or on the spin?
Madam Web looks like a guitar player with the shades and the
Definitely.
red leather jacket.
shred, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Old lady.
one.
Yeah,
Okay,
old
I
lady,
wasn't thinking
Madam
of old lady
No.
Madam Web.
Yeah.
It's about
In
all
the
she could play is
glockenspiel.
keyboards. Yeah.
Bling, 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 bling.
Glockenspiel.
This was a really fun book. I like this one a lot.
Hey, Stephanie Phillips is another club favorite.
That's
So
Yeah.
I picked it up because it was Stephanie
Yeah.
Phillips and was pleasantly surprised by the character stuff that was going on.
Yeah.
I thought I'd be a little overwhelmed as a not Spider boy.
mhm.
I'm not picking up any Spider books right now. But this was easy to pick up. I would recommend this to anybody. This seems like an easy one to like tell people to read if they're like, who's this Spider-Gwen character in that movie that I like?
Yeah,
This
right.
seems like an
And you
easy
go,
one.
not this, but you'll like it.
I think, yeah, even if you're Marvel curious and don't know much about like the larger comic book landscape at
Yeah.
large, this is a pretty even though we talked for a long time about like the crazy Marvel lore that goes into this,
Yeah.
I think it's a very accessible starting point.
I think the only thing you have to get over is like, what the hell is a cosmic cube? If you can just kind of roll with
Yeah,
some of that.
you just take that with a grain of salt and
Yeah.
keep
But
moving.
they covered cosmic cubes in Loki.
yeah.
So like if
yeah,
you have at least seen some of the movies, which
for
is,
sure.
if you're going to be into a Spider-Gwen comic book, you've seen enough Marvel movies to know what some of these references are.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. But yeah, this was a great starting point.
Yeah.
Coming from somebody who's not a spider person.
I love it.
Thank God.
Well,
You're just a regular old human.
Louis the dog
For
came
now.
in and is probably petitioning to be let outside, so I think that's
That's our cue to
as
leave.
much of a cue as
When
any.
you hear the collar jingle, it's time for us to skedaddle.
So thanks for joining us for the first episode of season 2 of First Issue Club, and here's to at least 5 more. Bye.
Contractually, 5 more.
First Issue Club podcast is brought to you by Boulevard Brewing Company, the people responsible for our favorite drinks, the Space Camper Cosmic IPA family of beers. Our show is edited and produced by our hosts Mike DeStacy, Greg Lichtig, and Andy Vargas. You can find us on social media at First Issue Club, and you can join the supporters who keep our humble podcast going on our Patreon at patreon.com/firstissueclub.